Hello, hello, and welcome, my Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your Path of True Love reading for May, June 2020. I am your reader, Mark-Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and fellow Earth side, Virgo that I am, always ready, willing, and able to help a Taurus or a Capricorn, because, you know, us Earth signs, we got to stick together. We're the only sane ones, just saying. That being said, if you are new to my channel, please do like the video if you do like it. Obviously, wouldn't ask you to ever do something that didn't feel right for you. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. I am putting out content every single day, pretty much. Haven't missed one yet in a couple of weeks since we all went into this global situation we find ourselves in, doing live streams, sometimes in the day, sometimes in the night, sometimes both, just to kind of get people together and pray and meditate and chill and hang out, help each other through this, as well as these recorded reads, as well as putting out some stuff from my old catalog on Vimeo, pulling out some prayers and meditations from the larger workshops and posting those on my days off scheduled. So lots of content to be had. That being said, let's talk about this reading. This is a 7-card draw, Path of True Love read, meaning we're only going to pull 7 cards, draw 7 cards from 6 different decks. You'll see we double dip on one of them. To show you where you are on the path of true love, like for May, June 2020 or timeless, whenever you're supposed to be watching this. The path of true love is your path. It has nothing to do with other people in a way, even though it's all about relationships. It's about what you are learning and you are healing, and how your path of becoming the true love that you truly are. God love, goddess love, Buddha love, whatever you want to call it. That full manifestation of your soul, your spirit in physical form takes relationships. So if you look at the spiritual journey through the lenses of relationships, that's what I call the hero's journey of the path of true love, and it is a hero's journey, and not just the romantic ones. Please, yes, they're a huge part of it, but they are the hardest. They're the hardest ones, right? So it's like, look at your familial, or look at your relationship with your parents and your siblings. Like, start there. I tell people about that. No, they just want to go right for the top of the mountain. I'm like, okay, good luck with that. You're going to find you dated your parents. It's going to piss you off. Yeah, been doing this for a while. Seen all sorts of scenarios. So you with me, Capricorns? Focus on your breath. Focus on your breath. Stay in the present moment. We'll get you some clarity, some guidance, some grace. Trying to keep these relatively short because upload times are still nuts, but so that you have time to check your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Cool? Let's do this. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle. All the decks are in the description box at the bottom. Let's do this. While my kitty cats slurp away in their water cube. Here we go. My angels, please. There you are. 1 card in clarity for the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What have you got for my Capricorns on the path of true love for May, June 2020, or timeless, whenever they are supposed to see this? What is the angel that's working with them for healing, the Healing with the Angel Oracle? Oh, you got 2. And you know what? Just for you, I'm going to take it because they go really well together. Playfulness and body care. Usually I really check to make sure I only have 1. But for you, I'm going to do this because it's the body care along with playfulness, because really that sort of encapsulates Capricorn, right? It's like that body care, that Saturnian, paternal, like, okay, let's make sure our boundaries are in place. Do we have enough money in the account? Is there enough bread? Is there enough milk? Is there enough eggs? Do we have everything we need? Are we a fortified mountain here? Okay, we're good. With the, yay, let's bounce up and down on the mountain and have fun, right? You guys get younger as you grow older, which is why I love Capricorns so much. They do lighten up as they get older, because they finally feel like not only are they okay, but they can be generous in their creative cardinal earth vibe. So we're going to keep both of those. That is rare that I do that. Usually I will just say, nope, that was 2. I asked for 1. But they were really, felt like 1 card in my hand. So though I will be wary of that moving forward for the rest of the day, it is a little humid out. Cards can stick when the humidity is high. But let's keep going. I love that for you. Body care and playfulness. Yes, absolutely. Work with those angels. Make sure that your body is taken care of. I mean, that's obvious where we are on planet Earth. Don't overtax yourself. Make sure you are relaxing and that you are getting the playfulness in there as well, because that is often what allows other hormones and endorphins, etc., to move through our biological system. So not just rest, but playfulness, engage the other parts of the brain. Because we are in a serious time, I get it. It often feels weird to have fun when there are so many suffering. I get it, but our well-being is a blessing on all the world as well, helping everybody heal as we all heal. Cool. So let's keep going. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. What do the goddesses have to say? This is going to be more about the yin, the inside, the internal stuff. So my goddesses, hi, my ladies, my maidens, my mothers, my crowns, please. One card in clarity for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for May, June 2020. What have you got for my Capricorns? Okay. Nine of Blades. Beware overthinking. If you can think of overthinking as nothing more than, oh, my heart must be closed, right? So my energy's all up in my head and I need to get into my body and breathe it down into my heart. Well, what's going to do that? Body care and play, right? That if you're overthinking all up here, all up here, all up here, believe me, I'm a Virgo, I understand. But this Nine of Blades in the Rider-Waite Tarot is this, right? It's like, you know, 9 swords hanging over your head. And in this deck, it's called Criticism, which can also be about intensified, prolonged focus, right? Like a critic going into a restaurant isn't just looking at the lighting, right? Wants to look at every glass, every piece, every utensil, that everything is clean, right? And then not just what they're going to order, but the pairing and the service. It's like, it's detail oriented, but it's for a sustained and specific amount of time. That's what a good critic would do. So I know we think of criticism as being like nitpicky, maybe. If you're doing that towards yourself, right, and that overthinking is just grinding your gears to a fine dust, back off a little bit on that. But certainly saying in terms of taking care of your body, certainly focus on what is critical. But if there is overthinking going on and the mind is spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, apprehension, worry, then know that that's the ego and that it is time to open your heart and not push those emotions away, but give them a voice in a playful way. It's like, what can we do about it right now? It's 3 in the morning. What can we do right now? And that's what I do. I talk to that kid. It's like, well, what could we do? It's like, do you want to go pay bills? You can get up right now and turn on the laptop. It's like, no. It's like, what, honey? I love you. Okay, right? And then it gently settles in. It's like inner parenting. Isn't it funny that it is the child that can make our minds run about bills at night because it doesn't feel safe? Yeah. So what can I do to help you feel safe, sweetheart? Right? Very Capricornian, and let that kid play, right? It's like that energy. It's like, go play a game, right? Even if it's on the phone, right? Let's ask the gods. Nice deep breath. Went from Daughters of the Moon to the Mythic Tarot here. One card from my gods, my divine masculines, please. One card in clarity for this Capricorn collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What you got for them on the path of true love for May, June 2020 or timeless? Because the angels are talking about body care and playfulness. And like I said, I don't usually like pulling 2 cards, but those felt really right. With the Nine of Blades, perhaps some focus, like is play critical, but maybe the play with the body care might be something to really focus on. So that's all in the internal. What you got for the yang, the divine yang, the external? Well, 2 of Wands. Definitely for me a card of indecision. Darling, you've got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go, right? It's a difference of fire, right? It's like, well, do I want to do this? Or you could do it that. Or you could do it this, or you could do it that. Sorry, just fat boy slimmed myself. Christopher Walken in that video is so awesome. But it is that. It's that juggling of fire. It's like, well, I could go into the cave and do the inner healing with Chiron, who's hiding in the cave back there. Or, I don't know, I could go to town and burn it down, right? It's like all these different, do I want to use my fire this way? Or do I want to use it that way? To me, that's what indecision is about. It's about what I want. It's not about what I think. Indecision to me is not an air thing. It's a fire thing. So there might be a lot of this and this and this and this and this going on about this, right? About an indecisive thing, about what you do, probably on the path of true love. Do I love? Do I not? Do I want to invest? Do I want to divest? Do I want to run for the hills? Do I want to settle down, right? A lot of that going on. And with that angel saying, hey, look, take care of your body, slow it down, and play. Like, breathe some of that element in there. Look, there have been plenty of times where I have been with people romantically that my child was like, I don't know about this one. I didn't listen. And I paid for that dearly because the child was saying, it looks good, but something feels off here. But I was younger, right? Like way younger. And that's where I chose against my own heart, where now that child is like, I don't know, let's see how he plays. Let's see, does he play nice? Let's find out. It is that simplicity of the heart. I really feel, Capricorn, here, opening your heart might feel like a challenge with this Two of Flames, but can you love where you are? Can you love the overthinker? Can you be like, it's okay to overthink this? This doesn't feel just like a choice, coffee, tea, or milk. This feels a little life-changing. This feels like a decision. I don't know what to do, and it's okay that I don't know what to do. I love the one who doesn't know what to do. And in that, you'll feel your body start to unwind. It is the unwinding of the nervous system, right? Releasing stress. And from that can come a bit more of an insightful, wise child of our hearts saying, well, let's play along. Let's see what happens. Why we got to decide all that right now? See, if the kid inside of you feels safe, it's okay to play the game, right? But if it doesn't feel safe, well, what is it? But what if we do? What if, and it goes into such apprehension and worry that it can't enjoy the game. Could be a romantic thing. What are the chances, right? Well, let's find out. With these, this next deck is where we're double dipping. We're going to take 2 cards from the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. Half the pack, Problems, Womp Womp, the Womp Womp cards, the Womp Womp deck, and the other half, what you would call, I guess, the healing cards. You've got the Suit of Healing, the Suit of Grace, and the Suit of Luck. From the Ascended Masters, let's see what they say about this. Shall we? Breathe. Breathe for your legacy. Here we go, my Ascended Masters, please. 1 card in clarity for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, my Ascended Masters of the Path of True Love. Please, oh please, oh please. What do you got for the Capricorns here? The angels are talking about body care and playfulness. The goddess, 9 of Blades, a lot of overthinking, perhaps some introspection, some obsession, some overfocus. The gods, the divine masculine, are talking about 2 of Wands. It's about some decision. Action is going to have to be taken eventually, but a lot of indecision. Should I do this or should I do that? I don't know what I want, but I want to know what I want. And can I know what I want and take a step forward? It's a lot of that push and pull, that tug of war. So can you give us a piece of the problem here, my Ascended Masters, for this Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love, May, June 2020. I'll take the top one. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, control. Control! As Janet Jackson does. Are you afraid of being control? Are you afraid of taking control? Are you... is control your issue? Look, everybody's got their control issues about something. You can't be a control freak about everything, right? But certainly, like my thing is really knowing the truth. It's like, I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. You can say whatever you want, but I'm watching what you're doing, right? What is the truth? What comes out of your mouth needs to be backed up consistently. Why? Because I've been lied to a bunch of times. And why do people lie? For a sense of control. So why else would they lie? Just tell the truth, right? Shake the dice and steal the rice, right? See what happens. So, is there a thing about control going on here? Do I want to submit control? Do I want to take control? Or can I see, but that's what it feels like. It's like, or what if we play the game? What's that called? Releasing the outcome. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not, which is a Kahn Healing Mantra deck card, which we're doing next after this one. But let's get the healer, right? What is the healing luck or grace card, my Ascended Masters? for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love, May, June 2020. What do you got for them? Right, the angels saying body care and playfulness. The goddesses saying Nine of Blades, criticism. The gods, Two of Wands, indecision. And the Ascended Masters yourself say that the problem is control. There is a control issue here. Somebody wanting to put another in chains, or at least that's lead them around on a leash. At least that's sort of what's depicted here, though that can take many different shapes or forms. What are you giving us? Is the luck card of responsiveness, that thankfully you have the luck at hand to respond rather than react. So in terms of your control issues, it would make sense with all the overthinking, right? Kind of slow that down a little bit, right? Take care of your body, right? Be a little bit more playful. And how do you want to respond rather than react? Responsiveness is really key when we let ourselves have our reactions privately, right? Like someone else, that's what I do like about the internet. And you know, flirting online and hookup apps and all that stuff. I'll be like, well, let's see. Let's what? Let's play the game. Now, I am putting this in sort of a sexual romantic context, even though there's nothing here screaming that, at least literally in the cards. But if you're feeling a control thing, give yourself the time to feel that control. What is it? Love is not control. Fear is control. And I'm not talking about, you know, the ability to control, you know, your life. How much control do we really have with that anyway? Ultimately, right? What comes out of our mouth and our actions are pretty much that we keep it in alignment with our highest principles, right? With our ethics, keep our conduct in alignment with the highest truth and wisdom we are aware of, because that's always going to change. But to give yourself the reaction and then have a loving response to that reaction, to be like, child, someone, because anybody who tries to control me, see, if you try and do it overtly, it doesn't work. I catch on. Covert stuff, though, like codependence, passive aggression, lies, deception, that stuff. Ooh, I've been bitten so many times and I'm wicked wary of it. So that is my response to myself is, honey, we are going to keep an eye out for that stuff. And I'm going to trust you. You feel like something's going on, something's off, you tell me, right? That part of me that has been hurt will not be hurt forever if I keep giving it the love that it requires, that only I can give it. Which is say, honey, you tell me, you feel like we're being lied to, we will call them out on the carpet then and there. We'll do it kindly. Say, excuse me, are you trying to control me? Just checking, because like, I can smell something in the air and I don't like it. It smells like burnt hair. Yeah, I know, in a way I pity the poor fool that tries it again on me, honey. Nope, nope. I will. Angela Bassett, what's love got to do with it? All over you. Because what's love? The universal force of creation. Sorry, Tina. All right, let's get you a healing mantra deck card, because I do feel like that'll give you something that can focus this Nine of Blades mind, my Capricorns. Nice deep breath from the Ascended Masters that brought you the card of control and the card of responsiveness. Let's find out, what is your healing mantra, my Ascended Masters? What is the perfect healing mantra card for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on their path of true love for May, June 2020? What you got for them? For the Capricorns, please. The perfect healing mantra. Let's see who you got. Where's the bookie book? There's the bookie book. Processing grief. Had a feeling, something close to it. My losses prove how deeply I loved. Okay? So there's obviously some amount of loss going on. You can't have grief without loss. Can you have loss without grief? Absolutely. You lose that 5 pounds you've been trying to lose. Not grieving that. Bye-bye. See ya. This might very well be as a walking away from something. You might have to walk away from something that is very controlling, or in the converse of that, really see how you have been controlling in a situation. Now look, Capricorns, you're sort of skilled at it. It is that Capricorn limit setter that we love so much, right? The boundaries, the healthy boundaries. But in terms of a decision, understand that there is some water here, some emotion, that processing grief that might be muddling the decision-making process in that Two of Wands, hence your mind going into overdrive because your heart doesn't want to feel what it is feeling with this processing grief card. My losses prove how deeply I love, and I have to tell you, I had a lot of unprocessed grief just throughout my whole life. No one ever taught me how to grieve properly. Who does? Who got that? Right? It is love. It is love that doesn't know where to go. So as you love your grief, I know it sounds so counterintuitive, but if you give that love, like, what are you trying to control here? It's like, let those tears move through you. They will purify you. They will heal you. That the tears of grief, because they are about love, become holy water that wash you clean, in my experience. Sorry for the poetry. That's just how it works for me. Processing grief. My losses prove how deeply I loved. When grief is processed, you are able to notice the maturity you gained, even when losing the people, places, and things that once defined your sense of self. As you process grief, you are able to celebrate how deeply you committed to love instead of holding a grudge towards those who left or couldn't love you back. Once grief is fully processed, it can ignite a deeper commitment to love. You know that your alignment with Source is not a matter of what comes or goes. It is determined by how much of yourself you are willing to share. You know, and I just want to highlight for myself, it can ignite a deeper commitment to love. It absolutely has in me. Processing through that grief, I mean, so many things, all, what do you want to call it, an entanglement, a quantum entanglement of grief, of losses and heartbreaks and stuff. But I also realize that when I'm having an empathic wave, that's usually what I'm helping to clear on the planet. I'm good at it, right? I've survived so much of it. It's a type of emotional resilience that I just absolutely love, and I'm not as afraid of life, and I'm more committed to love. That's why I'm like, I may pity the fool who tries to not come correct, but the one who comes correct is going to find somebody willing to come correct as well, right? A whole different commitment to love, because I'm not carrying all of that grief as much as I used to. Who knows what else is back there? This mantra is ideal for opening up back to love, right? Opening back up to love, I should say. Rebuilding trust and addressing heartache. Just lovely. I mean, a rough card, sure, but it's a brilliant mantra. My losses prove how deeply I love. That card taught me so much, through all of December and January. That mantra, really cool. One last card down, though. A whisper of love from the higher selves, your higher selves on this one. Let's get you that, shall we? Nice deep breath. How about a nice golden cherry on the Sunday for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Please, the higher selves of all involved, please, one card in clarity, a whisper of love for your Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love. May, June 2020. What have you got for them, higher self collective? What have you got for the Capricorn? Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So let's put it together, shall we? The higher self is taking a chance on love with this indecision that you've really been overthinking about it, because you're controlling things because you've been controlled, and yet the responsiveness is there. You want to respond. There's something going on there, and really, if your losses prove how deeply you love, then you can really take care of what needs to be taken care of in a playful way. In other words, play the game. Not be a player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't mean like that. I'm talking about take the chance on love and understand that you are always shifting and changing boundaries. And if your indecision is based on not getting hurt, well, I gotta tell you, every day you open your eyes and you set foot out of bed, there's that risk you're gonna get hurt. But with the higher self really saying take a chance on love with your possible control thing going on here, yet a wanting so much to respond, I feel there's your indecision. Come here. There's your indecision of that Two of Wands between the card of control and responsiveness. It's I want to, but I can't. I want to answer the call, but I shouldn't. Process your grief. And you can let somebody know, maybe not first date, but you can say, yeah, I'm working through some stuff, but who isn't? Current challenges going on planet Earth, right? But if it comes down to body care too, I think we know what that means, Capricorn. Be playful about it. It's not an investment for the, it's not just for life, it's for Christmas. Right? Do what you gotta do, but I get the indecision now. And so may the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need on the path of true love for May, June 2020, that they may take care of their body with playfulness as they take a chance on love while processing grief, dealing with their control and responsiveness that may very well be, hey, get back in there, part of that Two of Wands indecision that they have been massively overthinking about. May they be so blessed to heal, to grow, to learn, to become the best that they can be, fulfill their role in the divine plan, and take a chance on love for their well-being and for the well-being of all. May they be so blessed. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and feel free to comment. Helps other people see the reading, and if you got something out of it, helps someone else get something out of it too. Cool. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed, though, of the path of true love for May, June 2020, my Capricorns. Farewell, and blessed be.